Hi all. Let us give another 2 minutes for people to join, then we can start. So I guess we can start now. Let me introduce you to myself. I'm Vikas. I have been working in the IT industry since last 12 years. I have experience in implementing Oracle R12 as well as Oracle Fusion Cloud. I have done uh, implementation for all sorts of clients, right from manufacturing to mining to banking, retail, right across US, Europe, India. And I have done both implementation as well as post-production support for the clients. And my functional expertise lies in the Fusion SCM track. I work this for the same track in ERP also. So this is about myself. And today we have met here to learn something about SCM functional in the Fusion Cloud. And let us see how we all go together and learn. So let us proceed further. So this is the agenda for today, right? So we are going to learn about what is the Fusion application actually, the difference between a Fusion and an on-premise system, different cloud deployment modules, different type of Fusion product families, the SCM overview, and some high level of the course content. So what is a Fusion in the first place? So Oracle Fusion is nothing but a collection of different ERP systems, the best of different ERP systems that Oracle has acquired in the course of time, and they have merged together to make a system that is suitable for all sorts of customers, and they do not have to go for multiple implementation of multiple ERPs. Oracle has tried to provide a system that is suitable for all sorts of customers under one umbrella. So if you can see, there were different ERP systems earlier, and each had its own pros and cons. Like Oracle EB Suite was best known for its financials. PeopleSoft was known for its HRMS. Siebel was for CRM. Similarly, there were other ERPs also. So gradually in the course of time, Oracle acquired most of the ERPs. And then what it tried to do was it tried to take the best of each ERP, make it in a single product, which today we know as Fusion Cloud. So Fusion Cloud is not only in the functional side, even in the technical, it most of the Oracle products have been merged, and they all have been brought under a single entity, which we know today as Fusion application. So these are the two different types of ERP that we have. One is the on-premise and another is the cloud. So what do we mean by an on-premise system? So on-premise system is you acquired the software from Oracle, you install it in your own servers, and then you work on top of that. Whereas in cloud, what you do is we do not acquire any software as such from Oracle. We go for licensing. So what is the difference between two? So for on-premise use, imagine that we have a small company where we will hardly have 500 employees and not much customers, but we are going to implement an ERP. So in on-premise, it happens as if we are going to implement on-premise, we will have to take the entire software from Oracle. Now, maybe the capacity of the system is to store 5 lakh employees and 5,000 customers, but we are having only employees 500. So it is actually a waste for us. We have taken the system, but we are unable to make full utilization of the ERP. Again, in order to implement on-premise system, we will have to hire different people of different uh, technical area. We will need someone to maintain our servers. We will need a IT staff to maintain the users and everything. We will have a different team to maintain the uh, testing once we go for upgrades and other stuff. Also, we will have an annual cost of the product. So we are, though we are using the ERP only for 500 employees, but we will have to bear the cost for the full ERP that we have purchased. In cloud, these things are taken care of. In cloud, what we actually do is we acquire license for the number of employees or number of transactions that we'll be doing. Say we are our 500 employees will be not be doing more than 10,000 transactions per week or per month. So we will have to pay to Oracle only for those 500 employees as well as only for those 10,000 transactions that we are doing. Going forward, if our employee count increase from 500 to 1,000, we just go for extra licensing fees for remaining 500 employees. We do not have to maintain anything at our end. And even if the employee count comes down from 500 to say 400, so the 100 count, the 100 licensing is actually reduced for us. So that is a cost saving for our company. Also, we do not have to maintain different teams at our end. We do not have to maintain a server maintenance team. We do not have to maintain a IT team. We do not have to maintain networks team. Everything is taken care by Oracle. Okay. Again, we do not have to actually we do not have to bother much about the different upgrades that Oracle will release in the course of time. In the Fusion Cloud, Oracle does all the upgrades at their end, and it intimates the customers saying that this upgrade has been done, and that's it. Everything is taken care by Oracle. Our job is much reduced. All the transactions that we do are taken proper backup with Oracle side. So we do not have much of a headache to maintain anything at our end. Also, there is a much better UI, much better performance, much better customization possibility. There is much better security that Oracle provides. So these are the benefits of a cloud architecture. So these are the cloud deployment modules. So first we see what are the different type of cloud services. So on premise, we have seen in on premise, everything is managed at the client end. So we have purchased the ERP. So right from the application to the data, to the OS, to the server, everything is maintained by us. And we have to maintain different teams at our end. Whereas if we go for cloud, we have different options available at us. First is the infrastructure as a service, that is IaaS. In infrastructure as a service, what we do is we get the infrastructure from Oracle and we build our own functionalities on top of it. Oracle, the infrastructure is maintained at our end. The servers, storage, networking, those are managed at the Oracle side, whereas the entire infrastructure, the data, the middleware, the OS, application, everything is maintained at our place. Then we go for the PaaS, that is platform as a service. So under this platform as a service, we will be having option to get only the application and the data. Rest all the other layers will be managed by Oracle. Okay, and then we go for a software as a service. Under software as a service, so SaaS is actually the most commonly used and most famous of the cloud model, where we do not have anything at our end. We just get the licensing, and all the application, the data, the OS, the server, everything is managed by Oracle. We are just paying for the licensing fees, of different modules that we are going to implement based on our user count, our employee count, our transaction, or other different variations, and we get the entire ERP architecture as a on rent from Oracle. So in the course of time, if our transaction count increase or decrease, our employee count increase or decrease, the licensing fees goes up and down. We do not have to bother about any other thing that currently we are with the ERP. So in ERP, if the employee count, anything decreases, we have to increase the server size, we have to increase the OS size, we have to maintain the data. Everything is taken care in the SaaS model by the Oracle itself. We are just paying the fees and we get the service. So does someone have any question till this point? Okay, we take this as no. So we go ahead. So this is the Fusion product family, the most commonly used. So first we come for the financial management. So the one that we had in ERP, the general ledger, account payable, asset management, everything is under financial cloud in the Oracle Fusion. Then we have the human capital management or the Fusion SCM. Then we have the CRM, the PPM, the project portfolio, procurement, and the supply chain management. These are the Fusion procurement family. Then we have, so these are the upgrade schedules of the ERP. So Oracle will be providing the quarterly updates of different versions, and different patches will be implemented in the system, which we will be just informed. We do not have to take any other action on top of this. We are removed of the headache. And now we come to our part that we have met today. This is the Fusion SCM product family. So under Fusion HCM, we have different modules like the product lifecycle management, the procurement, manufacturing, order management, logistics, inventory, and various other technical parts. So this is the course content that we have. We are going to learn about the inventory cloud, the procurement cloud, and the order management cloud. So under inventory, we are going to learn about the various type of inventory transactions, how we set up the inventory, the complete implementation steps of setting up an inventory cloud system, and the various transactions and how we perform them. Then we come for the Oracle Procurement Cloud. So under Procurement Cloud, we'll be learning about the purchasing, the self-service procurement or the SSP that we tell, the sourcing, supplier portal. We'll see some bit of supplier qualification and various key dashboards and infolets. Then we go for order to cash flow. That is the Oracle Order Management Cloud. We'll be seeing how to set up the order management, the various implementation steps to do the planning, the sourcing, all those things we'll be learning in the course of time. So this is the course content in a brief that we have just seen. So now let us go and we'll see in the system how does it look. So this is the Oracle ERP system that we see once we log in. So this is our home page. This is the username that has logged into the system. We'll see everything in the course of time, how to create the user and everything. First, we just see how the Fusion page looks like. So this is the area where we go and we do the setups. So this is the setup and maintenance page. Once we come here, so these are the offerings that has been purchased by us. So this, as it is a test system instance, and for a training purpose, we have all the offerings available to us. But in real time scenario, we will not have everything. We will either have financial procurement or financial or supply chain, or just the procurement or order management, or say the entire SCM module, like the financial, order management, manufacturing, procurement, everything we might have. So based on our requirement, we will be purchasing the licensing, and this will be available to us. So if we go for the procurement offering, so these are the functional areas that we need to set up in case to implement the procurement module for proper working. We will see everything going forward. So this is the navigator. So in the navigator, we have all the module list which is implemented here. We open any, we expand, just say I expand here procurement. So in procurement, whether I want to create requisition or receipts or supplier, we will have different things as we go ahead. Right now it is in less number. So then we have for order management, we have the pricing, order management, logistics. So everything is here. Similarly, if we come here, what we saw in the navigator, we can see here also. So just say I open purchase requisition and I come to the requisition page. Okay, since setup is not done, it is not working. We'll see. Then this is the notification that we get, a user, any notification for approval or other sort of notifications we can see here. And if we need to see on which version are we currently working, we can just come here and we go for applications help. Sorry, I guess I've come to the wrong place. We have this about, sorry, it's not coming. About this application, I guess it goes away. Let me minimize this. So it is not coming. So if we see about this application, see, so currently we are in the 21C version of the Oracle Fusion Cloud. So once this is upgraded, it will be 21D, 21E, whatever version Oracle will provide, we will have the versions here. Okay, so this is how we know about on which version currently our system is based on. Okay. So this is the Fusion instance that we are currently working on. So do you have any question till this place? First day, since we have just started, I do not want to load much. Just I thought to give you an overview of how the Fusion system looks like. What are the different navigation steps? Just one more thing before we go for questions and all. So this is the tools area where we have the most important you access for any user, that is the security console and the schedule processes. So schedule processes is nothing but the concurrent program that we use to run in Oracle ERP. So these are the concurrent programs which we tell here as schedule process. So how to submit, how to check the status, everything we'll see accordingly as we go ahead. So this is the place to run different schedule programs. And in Oracle ERP Cloud, ERP R12 that we had as sysadmin, system administrator, we have here as security console. So using security console, we will have access to give roles to a user. We can modify different roles, create our own custom roles, everything. We will see all the steps as we go ahead. So this is the user creation. Currently, if I see for this user, what all it has, if I search the username that I've logged in with. So this is the user. So these are the roles that has been assigned to him. He has all the roles. Okay, if in case we need to reset the password, we go here. If we need to add or delete some roles from him, we just edit. We can remove certain roles. If we need to add some roles, we can add here. So these are the steps for a user creation. Similarly, we have for roles. If we need to view some roles, we can edit some roles. Everything we can do under security console. So we have a specific 2 roles that we need to get access to security console and the setups that we will see in due course of time from tomorrow. Today, just we see at the Oracle Fusion, how does it look? How does various modules that we are going to work, how does those modules look? So if we go for order management, how does the order management screen look? Everything we can see here. So this will be the page that we have for order management. So all these things that you see, these are known as infolets in Fusion Cloud. These will have various information in a beautiful UI. So these are the for orders, how many orders were created, different statuses of orders, how many orders are on hold. Similarly, we will have for purchase orders also. We will have for inventory transaction also. These infolets will be same for everyone. If you need to edit or remove some infolets, we can come here. If you don't want orders on hold to see, we can just ignore it. If we don't want this draft orders, we can just unselect it, or we can just go to this particular infolet, and if we need to hide, we can hide it from here. So this is how we will work on these infolets also. This will give you a brief information. If you just click on some, we do not have to go and search for specific transition. We just click on the infolet and we get the details that we need. So this is how we'll be working on the transitions also. So I'll just stop here and we'll wait if someone has any question. Okay, since no question today, this being the first session, we can stop here. We'll meet tomorrow again, and then we will start discussing with the different types of roles that we have. What are the roles? What are in the various types of roles? Everything we'll see in the next session. So thank you. We'll meet tomorrow.